After starting my YouTube channel, I was exposed to the world. I put myself out there knowing that I would receive judgment and some harsh criticism, but what I didn't know was how much it would affect me. I was the kind of person with already low self-esteem, and even though I believed in my abilities and I knew I wanted to sing for the right reasons, and that's my love of music and not things like fame and money, it was still brutal and painful whenever I would get a negative comment that would make fun of my looks or my weight or my cultural background. You name it, I've had it. And I realized that very few comments were targeted at my singing or my lyrics, and it made me think that these anonymous people leaving comments were just people with unrealized ambitions who were lashing out at someone who was doing what they wanted to do. Someone who's putting himself out there and in the face of countless challenges that they didn't have the guts to face. And they were hitting where they thought it would hurt the most. It wouldn't have hurt me if they said anything about my singing because I'm confident about it. Plus, I respect that people have different tastes and opinions and my work is not going to please everyone. Once I realized that, I was immediately soundproof, and I wanted to be the person to fire back and give strength to people who are starting out and doing something that they want to do. And I decided I wanted to do an album that was just about that. You have a lot of female artists doing songs like Beautiful and Born This Way and Firework, but very few male artists who do that kind of thing, especially in the pop genre. So I decided to kind of take a risk and head towards that territory. Soundproof is an album that lyrically speaks to the mind and the soul, but I also wanted it to move people's bodies and be enjoyable to listen to. Musically, the album takes you on a journey. It starts with uplifting electronic music and slowly strips itself of the electronic elements to become completely organic and heartfelt. It touches on many topics like self-empowerment and acceptance on songs like Soundproof and Super Trooper, challenging social barriers on songs like Bad, Portrait of a Lady, Escape the Box, going after your dreams no matter how ridiculous they may seem to others, like Leave Me Alone and Flashing Lights, and of course celebrating life and love. The first single from the album was Music Therapy, and my friend Mo and I made a music video for it. We had a vision of visuals inspired by the 1960s and hypnosis, and we included a lot of underlying messages that had to do with the theme of the album. The video takes place in a surreal mental hospital that was taken over by the patients who have me imprisoned, and I try to escape by getting into the patients' minds by singing to them and healing them with music. It was the first time Mo and I had worked on a music video. He was actually still in filmmaking school when he did it, and it was a challenge, but one that taught us so much and introduced us to lovely people who volunteered to be in the video because they love what they do. And I remember doing only 1 hour-long dance rehearsal for the video 2 days before the shoot. I had never done choreography before and I kept messing up the moves. But that was the only time we rehearsed, and it was only with 2 of the dancers. The other 2 actually had to learn it on the day of the shoot. And you can see that in a full behind-the-scenes video from the set.